I failed, and I'm proud of what I accomplished. Words I never thought were going to come out of my mouth in that order. I've always been more of the Ricky Bobby guy. Like, if you're not first, you're last. And that's just not where we're at right now. The gap really ends up being that most people aren't willing to get into the arena in any endeavor. And if they do get in, they don't stay in long enough that they actually see the fruits of their labor. So back to Running Man. The original goal that I set out was 31 miles in 7 hours. And I ended up failing at 23 miles, which I ended up finishing in about 7.5. After putting a lot of thought into it, I realized it kind of comes down to one of two things. Either A, I'm a bitch that didn't work hard, or B, I set some crazy goals that could potentially use some massaging. For anyone that knows me super well, option one, definitely not at the table. I definitely have moments where I'm absolutely a bitch. But I thought it'd be a lot more productive to focus on number two and how I could potentially massage the goals. When I looked at it, it really came down to three options on the goal side of things. Either A, have smaller goals, B, have less goals, or C, work on myself and find joy in both the pursuit but also the growth that was achieved through it. What I am not willing to do is have smaller goals, because I think that we are all capable of way more than we can imagine. So if it's a goal that I'm willing to put on paper, it's probably smaller than what I can achieve. The part that I'm probably delusional on is the timeline. So it's really focusing on the other two. So before this, I had 5 active, large goal categories, and I need to dial that back. So more to come on that. The other part is going to be finding more joy in the journey and the growth, and what that looks like outside of enjoying the training runs. And that component is looking at okay, what can I take a positive out of it? I started in February where I could barely walk, could not jog, and managed to not only run 23 miles, but that's 10 miles further than I've ever run, even at my healthiest. So looking at what those end up being. The other part is just being proud of getting into the arena. For the most part, people aren't willing to do hard things or even give them a shot. So there's something to be said for just getting in and trying the thing, even if it doesn't go well. Question to you, which is, where recently have you potentially failed on something where you could give yourself a little bit more grace and find either a component of that, whether it's in the attempt, in the effort, or in the partial outcome, that you can actually be proud of? Because when it comes down to it, we don't have a ton of time on this earth, but when we focus, we really do overestimate what we can do in a short period of time, 6 weeks, but we underestimate drastically what we can do in a long period of time, even 1, 2, 3 years. So where's that opportunity for you to kind of keep going?